Bonnie Rashke, and I'm the Program Director for Desert Botanical Gardens Initiative, the Central Arizona Conservation Alliance. Today, I will be giving you an in-depth look at one of our collaborative projects, the Sonoran Seed Collaborative, with an in-depth look at our first year or so of active work for the Regional Open Space Strategy, Goal 2, Sustain and Restore. The Sonoran Seed Collaborative Program is done in partnership with the many wonderful organizations that you see below. This work would not be possible without this entire collaborative team, each of which has offered different expertise, resources, and time. But I'd like to give a special thanks to the Arizona Columbine Garden Club, who has truly stewarded this work. This program seeks to play a role in addressing the shortage of locally sourced native plant material that can be used in restoration efforts here in Central Arizona. Currently, when seed is needed for restoration projects here, they must be brought in from other counties, Texas, New Mexico, and elsewhere, which creates a loss of local genetic diversity. A plan to address this need is called out in the Regional Open Space Strategy, Goal 2, as I mentioned earlier. Currently, the Sonoran Seed Collaborative is tackling part of this challenge through the development of a pilot plot, where we are testing propagation and seed harvesting methods for several key restoration plants. With our many partner organizations, we now have a small producing crop of sweetbush, and we have planted several other species, all with the support of volunteers from the Arizona Columbine Club, Arizona Native Plant Society, and the Gila Watershed Partnership. The City of Phoenix and Tovary Carrero Society have offered up space for the project, and Desert Botanical Garden and CASCA have brought leadership and facilitation in conjunction with strategic habitat enhancements. Let's look briefly now at some of our flora accomplishments in 2020. Sweetbush is the star of the show so far. We've planted our first plants in November 2019, and despite a difficult year, we've had a survival rate of 83.8%. These plants are from our very own North Mountain, and they have been producing seeds since March 2020. You can see here that they have since followed a pulsing production of flowers and seeds, with initial data showing an increased yield for plants that were clipped in order to harvest, as compared to those where seeds were removed by hand. Desert Senna is also quickly becoming one of our strong seed producers. Although we did not plant it ourselves, it emerged naturally in the plot, and we maintained it due to its value for restoration efforts. We have been successfully harvesting seeds from the Senna since late summer 2020. Most recently, we have seeded desert marigold and planted 20 desert lavender plants, which were also initially taken as seed from North Mountain, with permission from the city of Phoenix, of course. We will be gathering data on these plants as soon as they sprout in the case of the marigold, flower, and begin seeding. Finally, we experimented with seeding both bladderpod and fluffgrass, but this experiment did not result in viable plants as none sprouted. While we don't have solid data on why this might be the case, it's possible that the harsh drought conditions of 2020 had an impact on our plants. And there was also strong competition with weedy species in the study plot. Besides gathering data on our plants and growing out the pilot plot over the course of 2020, we have also had on-the-ground impacts. This includes the incorporation of our desert senna and sweetbush seeds into over 1,000 seed balls created for restoration efforts at Piestewa Peak. We've also planted a variety of plants, including our very own sweetbush, at the Papago Nature Trail to assist in rejuvenating this historic area. This project is poised to make many advances in the new year. Of course, we will continue the activities that we have established in 2019 and 2020. We are looking at further expansion with new partners, like Ability 360 and the Friends of the Tonto currently, and potential supplementary plots. We will also be developing a strategy for sharing our findings with key producers that might be able to scale up these efforts to better support restoration projects with more locally sourced native seeds. It's a great time for this effort to grow, flourish, and get your feedback and ideas. If you'd like to join in on this effort, please email CASCA. Either Anya or myself can help connect you with the rest of the partners working on this project. We hope to scale up and out in the near future, and we will need everyone's help to increase the availability of locally sourced seeds in central Arizona.